All right, guys, so we're gonna talk about the 3 shirts that we got from Axism. There's 3 different premium t-shirts that they carry. We're gonna start off with their first one. This is model 7007. Again, I'm gonna need my notes here because I have never tried their t-shirts out. I've only tried their crew neck sweaters as well as their hoodies, which I love. But this is the first time I'm gonna actually unbox this or unpackage this with you guys. So that's why I need a little help with my notes. This is 7007. This is their mid-weight jersey t-shirt. This is kind of their entry-level mid-weight t-shirt. It is a poly cotton blend at 60% cotton, 40% polyester. It is a 5.6 ounce t-shirt. Now this shirt has side seams, it has top stitching on the shoulders as well as a neck tape. The stitching on top gives it some added strength, some wear and tear, and with the taped neck, that also helps with saggy necklines and things of that nature. This also comes packaged like this. It is nice, premium. You don't normally get blanks like this, but it is packaged. Unfortunately, it's not your Gildan prices, but it's not too bad either. This is only going to be $4.60 as their price point, and this goes from size small all the way to 2X without any increment until you get to 3XL. I'm going to go ahead and drop the sizing descriptions right here so that you guys can see the different size ranges on the sleeves, chest, and all that good stuff here. That is the first one. So let's just go ahead and take a quick look at it. I'm going to go ahead and unbag it. Unfortunately, these bags are not resealable. So once you open them, they're not usable. So I'm going to take a look at that. Let's go ahead and inspect this t-shirt so I can get some initial thoughts on this. So it's pretty smooth so far. It feels like a polyester front, almost like that. It's just super soft for a t-shirt. Yeah, I mean, that's the first thing. I don't know much more about it until I really get to press it down, but so far it feels pretty good. They did a pretty good job at cleaning all the stitching. There's no extra threads laying around. It is pretty retail quality. I like it. So far, so good. Not bad for a $5.60 price point. So that's the first one. Let's go and take a look at the next series. This is going to be their heavyweight tee. So I also got size large for everything. This one right here is going to be model 1301. This is their heavy cotton tee, and this one is actually 7 ounces. It is 100% cotton. Side seams, top stitching on the shoulders, as well as the neck tape that they're known for to give it the durability on the neckline so you don't get a saggy neck. And this is their heavyweight. It's also bagged. Trying to see if there's an easy point of opening. There is right here. There's also a size chart right here on each bag. So in case you guys are interested and you guys are just buying one of them, at least you'll have the range of the other sizes. All right, so I see a little, this one has a large right here, which is pretty nice. Let me double check if this is a tearaway. I don't think it's a tearaway. I am not sure, but I'm not gonna rip it right away. Guys, it feels pretty heavy, more of your streetwear style. But I see that the neckline looks pretty good. It's very, very stretchable. The stitching looks pretty good overall. Threads and everything is nice. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a stretch to it, but more like a streetwear. Guys, it's a little bit heavier than this one. This is a little softer. You can noticeably feel this one being a lot thicker. 100% cotton on this one. Lastly, we're gonna talk about their 7010 Dri-Ease Oversized tee. Now, this is their specialty. This is what they're known for. This is, to them, the decorator's dream. So why is it the decorator's dream? It actually has a mixture of cotton and polyester. So the front is actually supposed to be 100% cotton face. So it's really good for being able to print on, being able to decorate on, because transfers and prints and all that good stuff works easily on 100% cotton. But what's special about this material is that the interior is actually a polyester blend. So the underbase is actually a 55% cotton, 45% polyester. So this again makes it nice and breathable inside. You can use it for athletic wear. It's good for sweating. So it's a good mixture of a cotton as well as a polyester. You get basically the best of 2 worlds with this t-shirt. Let's talk a little bit more about this. This is their high performance wear. You can easily tear away this label and brand it yourself. This is the same label as that, so I'm assuming the other version is also a tearaway. This one is also bagged, but this one costs $8, but it ranges from size small to 2XL. This is definitely your premium tee. You don't get a lot of blends where they have both a cotton and polyester blend underbase. So this is also very, very nice. And so these are the tees that we're creating today. And if you guys are interested in this product, make sure you guys click the link below. It'll show you how to open up a wholesale account with them and how you guys can order this. There is a pickup location available if you want to pick it up and save on shipping. If you're in California, that's also available. I'm just curious to see how this one presses on as transfers because I haven't pressed them on myself. So based off of the measurements, they look like they're all going to be similar in sizing. And we're going to go ahead and press these, and we can go ahead and share the results with you guys next. And to help us out with this job, we're going to be using our GeoKnight DK20. We are using this heat press here because it is a large 16 by 20 press, and we need this because these are pretty giant prints that we're going to be doing. So this is again 16 by 20. We've got 16 inches wide, 20 inches in length. And this print right here is at about 11.5 inches in width and 17 inches here. So that's why we need such an oversized heat press. And the second print that we have here is going to be a 15 by 14.5. And then the last one is going to be 15 by about 11.5. So all very giant prints. We're definitely going to need to utilize our big heat press for this job. So let's go ahead and get these shirts pre-pressed and ready to go. Let's go ahead and start with their 7001. I'm going to go ahead and pre-press this. All right, now I have it at 300 degrees. We're going to pre-press this for 3 seconds, and then we're going to press our design. I'm also testing to make sure that we have enough pressure. So pressure is fine. It was about a 7. That's good enough for us. So the shirt's laid out. We're going to go ahead and grab our first transfer. I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. I'm going to mark the end to end, do a quick fold on top so I know the midpoint, double check it to make sure that it's about even. Going to use my 4-finger test. That's roughly about 3 inches from the neckline, give or take. And I'm just going to go ahead and align that to make sure it's nice and even and straight. Everything looks good. Let's go ahead and press. 7 seconds. Now, one of the things that I forgot to mention is I'm actually going to be using a microfiber cloth. A reason why I'm doing this is because this is a halftone effect. It has a bunch of little graphics and details here, and I want to make sure that we do our best to get all of it transferred through. So a cloth is definitely going to help. Make sure you guys do that. I also noticed that this one was a little bit thinner than this shirt right here. So it was only pressing at a 6 on the pressure. So I actually want to crank it up just a little bit because we recommend pressing at heavy pressure. So let's go ahead and redo this one. I just went ahead and hand tightened it up so that it'll be a little bit tighter, and I should get a little bit of higher read. So still same thing, 6. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten it up a little bit. All right, guys, I need to tighten it some more. All right, there you go. So it's definitely a lot tighter. All right, I'm just going to take this out for a side while we're going to let it cool down. I'm going to work on the next one. This is going to be their heavyweight tee. So this one, again, is the 1301. This one's already feels a lot thicker than that first one. Let's just go ahead and do a quick pre-press. All right, let's go ahead and grab the next transfer design. I'm going to do the same thing. I want to grab the midpoint here. So whisker to whisker is going to give me that midpoint. Okay, now it's set. Double checking, 7 seconds. Okay, grab our cloth. All right, let's lay this aside. And then let's grab this last one. This one is 7010. Again, this is their Dri-Ease shirt. It also feels very thick, but it's very soft at the same time. 3 seconds. Let's go ahead and pre-press. Okay, it's on pretty tight pressure. That's why it's barely doing. So this one, I'm going to just fold it in half. Now, I'm not going to use all the 3 fingers here because it's a 17-inch design, so it is pretty long. It is almost taking over the whole press, so I'm glad I have a heat press this large. This is one of the main reasons why I love the 16 by 20s. It's just good enough space to do everything that you need. So let's go ahead and press. auto release. Let's go ahead and lay this down. We're gonna go ahead and revisit that first shirt. One of the things I did want to explain to you guys, I did not use the Teflon sheet here. I should have used it, but I forgot to use it during this video demonstration. But if you guys have it, make sure you guys use it. For us, even though we did not use it, everything was fine here. If it was very tiny details, you might have had to use heat resistant tape, but it worked for us. I will use that later on if I need to, but I'm gonna go ahead and just flip this around and use that as a second press. I will show you guys what I'm talking about in a bit, because I'm gonna go ahead and peel this first design out. It's cooled down already. Let's go ahead and grab the corner. Wow, take a look at that, guys. That flame effect. Let me know if it looks realistic, what you guys think, but it is very, very breathable, very bright. Now, this is the transfer that it came from. Now, I'm very, very surprised that everything transferred over. A lot of times when you're dealing with halftones, things like that, not everything transfers over, but if you have good pressure on your heat press, you're gonna get a higher chance of it transferring over. So this is a pretty good job. There's barely any stains. You do see something right here, and you don't wanna press it down again on the same side, because that might transfer over unintendedly in a spot where you don't want it at. So you do want to flip this around so that whatever print is left over here is going to transfer on here, but that's where you use the Teflon paper to cover and protect. Let's just go ahead and bring it back for that second press. Trigger it to 7 seconds. Okay, that is shirt number 1. Let's go ahead and take a look at shirt number 2, the heavyweight. You guys ready for this? Ready, ready, ready? Gonna grab a corner, use one hand. There you go. So this one, because it was such a big and solid image, I do see that this was actually, came out a little lighter than what I like it to do. So just overall, this image was big and it had way too much gradient effect to it. You guys can see that not everything transferred over. You even feel some of the side. Not transferring completely over, but overall it still looks pretty good. It just did not choke or contract as much as I wanted it to be, but nonetheless it's still very good. I'm just pretty picky with my artwork. Let's go ahead and flip this around. Again, this side I'm gonna leave the printed side up, and then I'm gonna put this to protect the heat press from picking up any of that ink. All right, we'll set this aside so that we can review that later. Personally, this is my favorite design. So we're gonna go ahead and peel this, take a look at it. Ready, let's go. Ooh, I love this one. I really like the way this one looks. So same thing, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it around. You guys can see on this film, not everything transferred because it did have halftones that are very small and very detailed. I'm gonna bring this back here to do that second press. Bring this back here, trigger the 7-second press. So let's take a look at each design close up in detail. So this is the first design here. The artwork is a little bit different. There was a lot of black associated with this one, so we really knocked out the color. We really knocked out the black to utilize the t-shirt here. So this one is super lightweight, barely any print on it. I love the way it contracted. You hardly see any discoloration with the white, anything like that. It just looks like a flame effect. I personally love this, and I thought that this came out a lot better than what I thought it would come out. I actually thought this would turn out better, but this one actually turned out pretty good. So overall, guys, this print is pretty nice. Let's go ahead and talk about this one. So again, guys, more of a bigger surface print here. There was some black, but it's very, very minor. A very solid print in general, and when we're trying to fade a big solid image, this was the best that we're able to get. So it does kind of like have a smoke effect to it. I think that this is still overall a really good print. It looks like this was intended for use. Let me know what you guys think. And then you guys can look closely here. It had pretty nice lines that shows that the heat press had enough adequate pressure so that it actually pressed onto the t-shirt and it's able to stretch with the t-shirt. So overall, pretty cool. I like the way that this feels. You really don't feel this at all, especially this being a heavyweight t-shirt. It really complements the design that we chose here. Lastly, this was my favorite design here on their Dri-Ease shirt. Again, I barely feel this. If I close my eyes, I'm not going to feel this print at all. I don't even know if this is printed here. Now, what I found special about this one is that the lines are not really that vertical. They're actually weaved very, very specially. So they're going cross. You see them up and down. I think this is because it has the cotton face on top with the polyester back. Just the way that they stitched this overall shirt together, it's very, very special. I love the way it turned out. This one really, really looks like a realistic flame effect. You know, let me know what you guys think, but this is what I've seen so far on this. All right, guys, this is the Axism 7007. This is their mid-weight t-shirt, 5.6 ounces, poly cotton blend. I am 5'10.5", and I am roughly about 180 pounds. I normally wear a large, so this is how the large looks and fits on me. Let's go ahead and turn around. As you guys can see, my arms, this is how it fits. A little bit tighter on the arms, or not tighter, but more fitted. I do work out, so that's probably reason why. One of the things I noticed as well is that there's not a whole lot of stretch to this t-shirt, which I personally don't mind with a guy with a bigger chest right here. Having a softer tee sometimes gives too much form on my front chest, so this is a pretty good fit right here, where it's nice and fitted, doesn't stretch too much, doesn't sag at all. The neckline's pretty good right here. There's no drop. So that's how this looks, guys. So let's go ahead and try on the next one. All right, guys, this is the 1301 from Axism. It's their heavy cotton t-shirt, so this is 100% cotton. It's a heavier blend here. This kind of reminds me of a Shaka wear t-shirt. So it's not very soft, but it is very lightweight still for even a heavy t-shirt like this. A bit on the rough edge, so it's perfect for a streetwear design. And this is kind of how it fits on me, guys. So 1301, 100% cotton. And this one also has a little bit more stretch than the previous t-shirt, but it does hold very, very nicely. So I like it so far. This is the next one. Let's go ahead and look at the last one. All right, so for the last one, this is the Axism 7010. This is their 100% cotton face t-shirt with a poly cotton blend interior, so it is very soft underneath. It feels like I'm wearing one of those gym shirts underneath, but you guys can also tell that this is an oversized t-shirt. So this is a little bit bigger all around. So you got the sleeve, you got the chest, everything's about roughly an inch bigger, but it is oversized. This is perfect for streetwear. It is very stretchy too compared to the other two that I just tried on. Super stretchy, but overall I just like the way that this one feels. It just feels very cool underneath too. But this is, again, guys, their premium t-shirt, but this is how it looks. Also a size large, so a bit oversized, but I think this is perfect for streetwear. Let me know your guys' thoughts. There you have it, guys. Thanks for following along in this tutorial while we practice our DTF with some flame effect. Let us know what you guys think of any of the samples here. If you guys have used this brand before, we'd love to hear from you guys as well. And if you guys really enjoyed the video, show your support. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to share with somebody, we'd appreciate it if you guys are too. And if you guys are already subscribed, thank you for watching along. We really appreciate you guys. We are trying to hit 100,000 and we need your help there. My name is Phil. I'll catch you guys on that next one.